Doing that.
2041.
I'm sorry, we're at 2152. We have Assembly Member Mark Gonzalez to present his bill, Assembly Bill 2152. You may proceed, whenever you're ready.
Thank you, Madam Chair and members. I want to first begin by
can't
thanking
see.
you and the chair, thanking you, the chair, and your staff for working on this bill. AB 2152 is about balancing the scales, ensuring essential fire stations projects move forward while also protecting the environment. This bill streamlines the legal review process, ensuring that a CEQA lawsuit were to occur, it would be resolved within 1 year. The other piece of the bill that I have committed to work on is crafting a series of best practices at a job site must follow, in addition to the other considerations already listed that will lead to a presumptive negative declaration for new construction of a fire station. Firefighters are at the backbone of our communities, access to our great state. Calls have hit historic heights, with firefighters responding to emergencies at unprecedented rates. And while call volume has surged, fire department infrastructure hasn't exactly kept up. In 1960, Los Angeles Fire Department had 112 stations serving 2.5 million residents. Today, it has 106 stations serving only 3.9 million residents. So Los Angeles has 6 fewer stations to serve 1.4 million more residents. And the last time LAFD tried to build a new fire station in Van Nuys, they did everything right, and still a group of residents sued under CEQA, not once, but twice. That project delayed for 2 years, put thousands of lives at risk, and cost taxpayers $1.9 million in reports and legal fees. Here to support the bill and give us on-the-ground perspective, Doug Subers on behalf of the California Professional Firefighters.
Good morning, Madam Chair. Doug Subers on behalf of the California Professional Firefighters. We're pleased to co-sponsor AB 2152 and would like to thank the author for bringing it forward and the committee for their work on this measure. We also would like to voice support of the United Firefighters of Los Angeles City, Local 112, who, as the author noted, are in critical need of expansion of stations. The construction of fire stations in communities is about community safety and firefighter safety. A recent standards of coverage analysis by the International Association of Firefighters identified that the city of Los Angeles needs 62 stations and more than 4,000 firefighters just to meet the NFPA 1710 standard response time of 4 minutes. We think that the firefighters in Los Angeles are currently working on efforts to build new stations, and we think it is wholly appropriate to streamline those stations to improve, as I mentioned, community safety and firefighter safety. New fire stations are built with better accommodations for the firefighters in the facility. They have better construction and storage of personal protective equipment to prevent additional exposures. And they also have extractors or cleaning equipment at stations to clean turnouts after firefighters are in a fire incident and remove some of the toxins on their gear. For these reasons, we'd respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Thank you. So we've heard from a primary witness in support. We don't have any registered witnesses in opposition. Is there anyone that'd like to add on their Me Too testimony in support? Okay. Anyone like to speak in opposition?
Good morning, Madam Chair and members. Richard Marcuson, representing the Western Electrical Contractors Association. We opposes AB 2152. The bill is framed in a way to accelerate station construction by streamlining judicial process, but in practice, it will actually do the opposite, especially in parts of California that need these facilities the most. First, rural and underserved communities will lose access to this tool. By conditioning the streamlining on a project labor agreement, the bill adds cost, complexity, and delay. Many local agencies can't or won't participate, and they will lose this judicial streamlining tool because of a labor agreement. So instead of accelerating fire protection projects, AB 2152 risks leaving these communities waiting for their critical infrastructure. Second, the $50,000 threshold is very unique. I've never seen a PLA in California that has a $50,000 threshold. This threshold shuts out small businesses. These smaller construction, rehab, and maintenance, this is not construction, this is painting or replacing important electrical components, things like that, are going to be subject to this. And these are entry points for small business enterprises and disabled veteran business enterprises. This is where contractors build their capacity, hire locally, and get their first public works experience. They won't be able to do it under the PLA. AB 2152 effectively removes this pathway. Third, the bill restricts workforce participation. California already requires apprenticeship in the payment of prevailing wage. PLAs typically require the use of only union construction workers and union apprentices, limiting opportunities for apprentices trained in other state-approved non-union program. This means fewer opportunities for many workers who are already in the pipeline. Finally, this is not non-discrimination, it's about access. Supporters often point to California Public Contracts Code 2500 and say PLAs don't discriminate, but in reality, these agreements restrict how contractors can use their own workforce. They limit core employees and require contractors to follow union hiring systems. For many local contractors, that's not a workable model, especially on small, short-term projects. Remember, this goes into effect at $50,000. You can't even remodel, the typical single-family home for $50,000. And it raises a fundamental question. Should a contractor be required to set aside their own trained, trusted employees to take a public job? Remember, union contractors are not subject to these replacement mandates. It's not about discrimination, it's about whether we value the workforce that already exists in the community. AB 2152 will increase costs, reduce participation, and slow the essential delivery of these projects. For those reasons, WICA is opposed. Thank you.
Is there anyone else that would like to add opposition to the bill?
Actually got here a little late, Mike West, building trades and support.
Oh, thank you.
Adding support? Okay, thank you. Mr. West? Okay,
Mike West for the State Building Construction Trades Council of California in support.
thank you. Okay, is there anyone in support or opposition? Okay, seeing none, we're going to bring it back to the members. Any questions for the author? Okay. Will, is there a motion? Oh, it's been moved. We have a motion. I'm so sorry. We have a first and second? Thank you. Arambula and Hadwick. All right, cool, thank you. Mr. Gonzalez, would you like to make any closing statements?
Thank you, Madam Chair. At the end of the day, this bill is about something pretty simple, making sure firefighters can do their job safely and effectively. Right now, the demand is growing and infrastructure is aging, and the gap between the two is getting harder to ignore. With that, I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
All right, thank you. Secretary, please call the vote. The motion is due pass to the Committee on Appropriations.
AB 2152, Mark Gonzalez. The motion is due pass to the Committee on Appropriations. Ransom. Ransom, aye. Hadwick. Hadwick, aye. Arambula. Arambula, aye. Baines. Bennett. Calderon. Calderon, aye. DeMaio.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Awesome. Next up, we have Assembly Bill 2041 by Assemblymember Carrillo regarding emergency medical services.